Hi, I'm Penny. Welcome to today's chair yoga. There's Miss Hannigan in her spot. Today we're doing another chair yoga, but we're also doing some strength training with it. And you can get a couple of props. We have some round bands here and just some lighter weights, whatever you're comfortable with. And it can be like anything that you have. It can be cans or weights, just anything that you can slowly lift. Some blocks because we're going to use those. And if you don't have a round band and you want to use one of these looped bands, I can show you how to do that. So go ahead and get your props and meet me back here. Okay, so today we're going to have a theme today, and that is going to be on the second yama, which is non-lying. So the focus is going to be on how to speak more truthfully to ourselves about who we are and what we want. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and go into Gaya Mudra. You're going to bring your thumb and your forefinger together, and you're actually going to place them on your laps. Stack your spine, close your eyes. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. So Satya is the second of the yamas, and we've spoken about this one before, but we'll speak a little bit more about it today. Satya is your truth, truthfulness. So how does that apply in your life? So long breath in, slow breath out, and just come to a quiet place in your mind. And you can ask yourself in this quiet space, how can I be more truthful with myself, and what would that look like if I could speak more of my truth to other people? A long breath in, slow breath out. And I think one of the things that would help us with that is to feel stronger in our body and our emotions and our mind. Take another long breath in, long, slow breath out. And the second yama is satya. The first one is ahimsa, which is nonviolence, and satya is the second yama, and it speaks to non-lying or truthfulness. So take a long breath in and a slow breath out, and go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Go ahead and shake out your hands. Come to the front of your chair, and we'll do some sun breaths before we get started. So take a breath in. Bring your arms all the way up, and as you exhale, bring your arms down and extend your fingers as much as you can. So long breath in, arms up. Long breath out, arms come down. One more sun breath up. And sun breath down. Take a sun breath, bring your arms up, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Put your right hand on your chair, left hand on your leg. Take a nice breath in and give it a nice turn. Breathing in and exhaling. Bring your arms up. And as you exhale, turn to the other side, to the left hand on the chair, right hand on your left leg. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just turn. Two more times like that. Arms come up. Exhale and go ahead and turn. Bring your arms up and exhale and turn to the other side. and come to the center. Let's go ahead and warm up our neck just a little bit. Turn your head to the right and exhale. Turn your head forward, take a breath in, turn left, exhale. Bring your head forward one more time, right, forward and left and forward. And go ahead and drop your head to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders. Just roll them back several times and now forward. And bring your elbows involved, so like puppet strings, just roll them forward and back. And you can bring your arms out and make some circles there. Just extending those arms. Bring your hands down onto your lap and do some cat-cow. So come up for cow and in for cat. Up for cow, in for cat. One more time, up for cow and in for cat. And let's do some Sufi grinds. So put your hands just on your knees and you're going to move your body to the left, come all the way to the right. Breathe in. Exhale as you go back. Kind of keep your hips anchored and your heels anchored. A couple more times. Just move to the left. Breathe in. Exhale as you go back. One more time forward and one more time back. Let's do that one more time the other way. Go to the right. Take your body all the way to the left and circle, moving your body, pulling your abdominals in when you go back. One more time around and come to center. Now let's go ahead and pull our right knee into our chest and circle your ankles to the right and your ankles to the left and place that leg down and take your other leg, pull that left leg in, circle your left ankle to the right and the left, and just move it all the way around. You're just bringing in some movement there. Okay, very good. So we're going to start today with some sit to stands, but we're going to use the band. And the reason why we're using the band this time is to kind of get more integrity into the outside of your glute, um, which would be glute medius, and your abductors. There's TFL, all of this side. So when you do squats, sometimes if you have a band and you can push against it, you can activate more the outside of your glutes. So we're going to do 2 sets of 10 with this band. So go ahead and stand, take a breath in and sit and up and sit. Now see, right now I don't have any weights. I just have the band. And this is just a warm up set. So this is 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and sit down. Now you have the option of doing that the same way, or you have the option to go ahead and grab your weight. And I'm going to hold these weights this time in the farmer's carry. I'm just going to put them down at my side. Okay, so let's go ahead, take your break, take a couple of breaths in, and we're going to do another set of 10, pushing your legs slightly against the band to activate your outside glutes. All right, plant your feet. Go ahead and stand up. And if you want, you can always hold one weight to your chest or hold both. I'm going to hold mine right at my side, so it's your option. So let's go ahead, take a breath in. Exhale, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Breathe in as you come up Exhale as you go down. That's 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more, 9 and 10. Let's go ahead and relax those down. Now we're going to do one more set of squats, but we're actually going to put something in between our thighs. You can use a ball. I'm going to use a block. I'm going to put the block right here in between my thighs. What that's going to do is activate my adductors, my inner thighs. Last time we were activating the outside of the glute. This time we're activating the glute as well as the inner thighs. And I'm going to show you what it looks like to hold the weights at the chest in more of the goblet style, which would be right here. You can always hold your weights or use no weights at all. So let's go ahead and do that one more time with the weights. Let's go ahead and start in a standing position and see how I have my block in between my thighs. That is going to ensure that I keep my feet straight. You don't want your feet going funny. You want to pull your abdominals in, stand up straight. And let's do another set of 10, and I'm going to hold my weights here in the goblet position. You have the option of hanging yours down or no weights at all. So take a long breath in, and as you exhale, go down. Breathe in as you stand. Exhale down, that's 2 and 3. And you can go slower as fast as you want. And 4 and 5. You don't need to rush though. And 6. Sorry, my chair squeaks. 7 and 8. 9 and 10. Last one here. And go ahead and set your weights down and take your block away. Now you have the option of always doing your strength training in different ways to activate different muscles. Those were squats. So let's go ahead and do a little for the shoulders right now. We'll do some more legs in just a moment. So I have some light weights here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do shoulder raises. Okay. So these are just like a fly. My arm is bent and I'm leading a little bit with this elbow. So that's going to really help with the shoulders. Now remember, we're talking about truthfulness to ourselves. So I want you to be honest with yourself about what weight works better for you. So you don't want it too heavy. And lighter is better than too heavy because it's really harder to get injured with a lighter weight. And just add a challenge. So pull your abdominals in, come to the edge of your chair if that's comfortable. Place your weights on your lap, and you do not need weights. You can just lift like here because you're still working the medial delt that way. Okay, so let's do a couple of sets here. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's begin. Lift and down, that's 1 and 2 and 3. Breathe in. That's 4. As you exhale, come down. And 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly bring that down. And that's your first set. Let's go ahead and do a nice stretch for the front of our shoulders. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Give yourself a moment to recover. Maybe move your neck around just a little bit so we don't hold tension. You can always rub your neck or your shoulder. The heavier you go, the more time you need in between your weights. Okay? So I'm just using a lightweight for these shoulder flies. So let's do it one more time. And you're going to lead slightly with your elbow and your pinky finger. So we're not going to quite go out there. So let's go ahead and get started. Put your hands on your weight. Now put your weights on your lap. Take a long breath in. Slow breath out and let's begin. So just take your arm up and down, leading with your elbows, getting that medial shoulder. Try to keep your shoulders anchored down. You don't need to fly, control it the whole way. I think that's 4. I'll let you count. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You're just doing this light enough weight so that you don't shrug your shoulders. 9 and 10. And what I mean by shrug your shoulders when you do these is you don't want to like be lifting them up. Go ahead and put those down. Stretch that shoulders back out again. So that's really nice. That got the top of the shoulder and the medial delt. So it's really important that we do a push and a pull. This is kind of a push because it's getting your shoulders a little bit. So we're going to do chest press from the chair. Now, you can lean back just a little bit on your chair, but please do it safely. Come to the edge of your chair, place your weights right at your chest. So you're almost like you're on a bench. Pull your abdominals in and anchor your feet. Take a long breath in, and as you exhale, push out. So push. And this would be like if you were on a elevated bench in the gym. So that's 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9 and 10. And very carefully push yourself back into the chair. And go ahead and open your chest back up. You can put your hands behind you and just stick your chest out. Opening that chest, you can also just open up through your fingers. Give yourself a break. We're going to do one more set for chest, and then we'll do another workout for your legs. So let's go ahead and grab your whatever weight you're comfortable with. This one can be slightly heavier than anything you work with your shoulders. Your chest muscles are pretty strong, but since we're in a chair, you want to be a little careful. So come to the edge of your chair, lean back, and now you're here in the position. So from here, make sure your feet are planted on the floor and your abdominals are in, and we'll go ahead and start. This is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, breath it out. Breathe in as you come down. 8, breathe it out. Control it. 9. Last one, 10. So this is chest, even though it's a little high chest. Let's go ahead and do one more thing for glutes before we do a back exercise. So glutes are one of the harder things to get from the chair. We're going to do the bands for the glutes, and put your band back on your leg here. We're going to go ahead and stand, and you can hold on to the side of your chair or even move your chair. And I'm going to start actually with this left glute. I'm standing on my right, and you're just going to kick back. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you want, you can extend that just a little bit longer, squeeze that glute and come back down. Go to the other side. move my weights out of the way because we don't want to step on anything. So let's go ahead and do this on the other side for the right leg. And the lower you put this band, the more you can come out. And the higher you put it, the tighter it's going to be. So let's leave that up to you how you want to do that. But put your band around your legs and just bring your foot back. And 1 and 2, squeeze that glute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's do the other side for the second round. Now, we've also done this with weights on your ankles if you don't have bands. So go ahead and take that leg out to the back and let us kick and squeeze that glute. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last time with this band going to the back, this really activates the glutes, but our glutes can work a lot harder than we give them credit for. But this helps wake them up a little bit. So standing on that left leg, go ahead and extend that right leg back. There's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's go ahead and come back. And we can take and sit down. We're going to do one more exercise before we take this band off, and that's going to be for the outside of the hips and a little bit of the outside of the glutes. So we're going to sit down in your chair. Your body's going to be facing forward, and you're going to take your right leg out to the side, back in, left leg out, back in. So right leg out, that's 1. Left leg out, that's 2. Right leg out, left leg out, that's 3. Right leg out, left, that's 4. Right leg out, left, that's 5. Out with the right, out with the left, that's 6. Don't forget to breathe. This one is 7. Right leg out, left leg out, that's 8. Right and left, that's 9. Last one, take the right leg out to the side and the left leg out. Let's go ahead and take these bands off. So that was getting like the sides of your legs, and we've gotten the glutes, the inside of your legs. Let's go ahead and do one more thing for your back. And right now we're going to do rows, but we're going to use just the weight for one arm, and then we'll switch to the other side. And I'll show you what that looks like. There's a couple of ways to do that. What I'm going to do is put my hand on the chair and bend my leg. And this is my left arm that I'm doing this for. You're welcome to use either arm. Just have to switch to the next side. So my legs are also staggered to give me a good stance. Abdominals in and just row. That's 1 and 2. So rowing it back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's one side. Let's go to the other side. Now, last time we did this, I actually showed you with both arms, and that's always an option. Sometimes it's really nice to isolate. So bring one foot forward, one foot behind. Put one hand on your, this is my right hand, so my left hand is on my chair. It's stable. My abdominals are in. Back is flat, head is up. So don't hang your head down. Your head is up. So pull it back. There's 1 and 2, 3. Control it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's one side. We're going to do 2 sets of these. Now, whenever we do a push exercise, you're getting your chest, a little bit of the front of the shoulder, and part of the tricep. Whenever you do a pull, you're getting part of the back of the shoulder and the bicep because we're pulling and we're curling that bicep as well as getting our back muscles. So put your right hand on the chair, abdominals in, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Pull your tummy in so it's not sagging. Head is up. And go ahead and start with this left side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget to breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And walk to the other side and stagger 1 foot front. So I got my left foot in front, my left hand is on the chair. My abdominals are in. I have the weight in my right hand, and I'm going to do a row with this right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And very carefully put your weights to the side where you won't step on them and come to your chair. And go ahead and clasp your hands in front and just push your hands out and then all the way up. Take a breath and move to one side, moving to that right side and to the left side. Take a breath in and bring your arms down, and we're going to do a couple of more yoga moves before we do our Shavasana. So come towards the edge of your chair, bring your arms up, exhale down, one more time up, and exhale down. Let's go ahead and do a lunge. Take your left leg on the side of your chair, and your right leg is going to be in a crescent lunge behind you. So we're going to actually stretch out this hip flexor in the front of your legs. So drop that knee down slightly. Bring your arms up. And as you exhale, lean towards that left side. Now you can place your left hand on the chair, give you more stability, and just reach up, or you can just pull on that right side. So you're getting a stretch all the way down that right side. So take a breath in and exhale. And you can squeeze that right glute if you'd want. Breathe in again. Exhale and come up. And come down. Let's do a twist for that. So we're actually going to twist towards the left side. So take your right hand, put it on your left knee, and your left hand on the chair. Take a breath in and turn towards that left side. It's getting a really nice stretch here in this nice twist. Take a breath in, exhale, breathe in again, exhale, and slowly come to the front. Let's do the other side. So right foot is on the floor. The left foot is coming back, and you're now in a crescent lunge. If I took the chair away, you would see a crescent lunge. So we're not in warrior one where our foot is down. We're actually still on the ball of our foot, and our front, the left leg is bent. So take a breath in. You're always welcome to leave your hands down, but I'm going to bring my arms up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to lean slightly to the right. Now, options: right hand on the chair, reaching up with your left, looking up at your left hand, or you can hold on to that left and squeeze that left glute just a little bit and stretch the entire left side of the body. So take a breath in, exhale, and breathe in again. Exhale, come forward, and we're going to twist to the right. So put your right hand down on the chair, take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn towards the left. And you can grab the chair with your left hand and just give a really nice turn. Remember, be honest with yourself about what is comfortable. Should feel a really nice stretch in the front of that left hip flexor. Long breath in, long, slow breath out. And let's come back to the center. You guys are doing really good. So take your legs out to the side. Come to a comfortable place on the front part of your chair. Take your right hand, forearm on your right knee and come up and do a nice stretch for that left side. So take a long breath in and a slow breath out. Come back up, left arm on left leg, right arm up. Look at that right hand. Take a long breath in and a slow breath out. And bring your arms down. Come back to a seated position. So bring your forearms on your legs. Keep your legs apart. And we're going to do some kind of twists a little bit for your back. So drop your left shoulder to your right knee. Exhale. This is nice mobility. Right shoulder to left knee. Couple more times. Left shoulder to right knee. Breathe in. Exhale. Right shoulder to left knee. Come up. Bring your legs in. And we're going to do some hamstring stretches. Now, if you have a band, you're welcome to put that around your foot, or if you have a strap. I don't have mine here, but you can always just use your band and extend your leg that way and then taking it out to the side, which is what we're going to do. If you want and you don't have a band, you can just hold onto your leg. What I'm going to do is grab my greater toe, sit up straight, place your left foot on the floor and extend that leg and get a really nice hamstring stretch and foot stretch. Long breath in, long, slow breath out. And I'm going to take that leg out to the side, bring my left hand up and look at my left fingers. So this could be your standing, holding onto your toe pose, but we can do this from the chair. Get a nice hamstring stretch and stretch your fingers out. Long breath in, slow breath out. What I want you to do is bring your your hand down. And if you can, you don't have to do this, try and hold your leg up. Point and flex your toe. Bring that knee into your chest and relax that. I know, probably felt that in the front of that thigh. Go ahead and rub that quadricep out just a little bit with your forearm. I mean, your hand. You can use your forearm too. But. All right, let's do the other side. So like I said, we have options, always options. So if you don't feel you can grab your toe, put the strap around or a band, whatever you have, and go ahead and extend that left leg out. And then we're going to take that left leg to the side, trying to keep both hips down. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just grab my toe. You do whatever you're comfortable with. If you don't have a band or anything and your leg doesn't straighten all the way, that's all right. This is just yoga practice. It's not yoga perfect. All right, so bring that leg out. Long breath in. Slow breath out. And let's take that left leg out to the side. And if you want, you can bring that right hand up. You can look at that right hand. So long breath in. Long, slow breath out. And this does take some core strength to do this. Another long breath in. Long, slow breath out. So bring that leg to the front. And I challenge you to try this. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let go of your foot, point and flex, point and flex. Should feel that in your quadricep. And now pull that in and go ahead and rub out that quad. All right. So our peak pose today is actually going to be a core abdominal. So come to, it's a little bit like a boat pose, but it's really hard to do a boat pose from the chair. But we're actually going to place our hands on the chair, pull our abdominals in and lift our legs up. And you can just lift up and come back down, or you can come back just a little bit further Take a long breath in, and we're going to bring our legs out and in and out and in and 1 and breathe in and 2 in 3 and 4 and 1 more. We're just doing the 5 and back in. And from here, pull your abdominals in and just come forward and stretch out your back. And if you want, you can separate your legs if you want to get more of a stretch, and just hang. Long breath in. Walk over to the right side, getting a nice stretch on the right. And walk over to the left, getting a nice stretch on your left side. Now, if you can't bring your head down, you can always just leave your forearms on your quadriceps. For everybody else who can just lean forward and give yourself a nice stretch in that back. Long breath in. Slow breath out. Push into your hands and come back up. Push your legs together. And let's do a couple more poses before we close. So take your right leg, bring that into your chest. Lay it over the top of your left, and now you're in your figure 4. If you want, you can use a little pressure and push down on that leg. This is my right leg, and that can be your figure 4. Go ahead and flex that right foot. So long breath in, slow breath out. So you can hold that. You also have the option of just coming forward if you feel like you get a better stretch that way. Or one of my favorite things is to just curl my right arm into my right knee and my left arm around my foot, and then just kind of rock. That also massages my hips. Straighten out your back as much as you can. Get a really nice stretch here in your hips. Take another couple of breaths in. And you can do any of those. You can stop anywhere and hold that stretch. Everybody has tight hips, at least I do. Long breath in. Slowly pull that knee into your chest. Place that foot down, and let's do the other side. So we're going to take our knee in, and then we're going to lay that left foot over the top of your right knee. And everybody's tighter on one side. My left side is always my tightest side. I've been a runner for years and just really tight and connective tissue there. What can you say? So you can push that down if you'd like on that left leg, getting this figure 4. And this can be your pose. You can literally just sit here and enjoy while the rest of us even moves on to a couple more poses. We're actually going to lean forward if that's your choice, and you can flex that left foot to protect your knee, and you'll get more of a nice stretch on this outside. Now, if that's not your jam, because it's yogi's choice, come to a full seated position. Take your right arm where your foot is and your left arm around your ankle and straighten your back as much as possible. And just rock on that hip just a little bit, getting a really nice massage into that left hip. Long breath in, slow breath out. Take a couple more sips of air. Bring that knee into the chest. Bring that leg down. Now, let's go ahead and do a couple of cat-cows just to stretch out our back just a little bit before we finish up. Take a long breath in, curl in, and exhale out. Let's go ahead. And you have the option of lying on the floor for your Shavasana with your legs over the chair, or just sitting in your chair, putting your hands into Gaya Mudra, thumb and forefinger together. Let's go back to our Satya, our truth. What is your truth? And how can you speak truth to yourself? And how can you do that in a kind way and speak your truth to the world in a kind way. Take a long breath in, long, slow breath out. Focus on your inner peace. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And please feel free to either lie on the floor with your legs over the chair or sit here quietly. If you'd like to close with me, go ahead and bring your hands into prayer. Take your thumbs to your forehead to remind you to have warm and loving thoughts. Hands to your mouth to remind you to have warm and loving words. And hands to your heart to remind you you are truly loved. Thank you so much, and we will see you again very soon. Namaste.